Many years ago, I dreamed of changing the world. Today, I realize that true transformation begins within us. Changing yourself is the first step, and perhaps the most powerful to impact the world around us. I tried to get into Harvard 10 times and was rejected. When KFC came to my city, 24 people applied. 23 were accepted. I was the only one left out. These experiences taught me a valuable lesson. Strengthening the mind, cultivating values, and seeking wisdom are the pillars for success in any area of life. Have you ever stopped to think that success, especially financial success, often slips through our fingers because of small attitudes, habits that we don't even notice? The truth is that we all carry patterns of thought and behavior that drive us or sabotage us. The lack of financial prosperity most of the time is a direct reflection of bad habits and bad decisions that we repeat day after day. But the good news is, it's never too late to change. It is completely possible to reprogram these habits and take off towards the success you deserve. Our habits shape our physical health, our emotional state, and crucially, our financial behavior. They are the programming that defines whether we will have a life of abundance or scarcity. Spending more than we earn is an obvious mistake, but there are other traps, subtle habits that we practice without thinking, and that put us in financial trouble, sowing a poverty mentality. There are habits that may be draining the prosperity from your life right now. It's time to identify them and eliminate them. If you are passionate about achieving success and financial peace of mind, pay attention to these 8 habits that you need to abandon now. 1. The destructive habit of self-pity. The seed of poverty begins to germinate when we cultivate self-pity, constantly complaining about what goes wrong, regretting not having the success you desire, the income you dream of, the ideal education, the perfect house. Everything becomes a reason to feel sorry for yourself. It's the victim mentality, the incessant search for external blame for our own bad luck. People who live in this cycle of self-pity end up pushing others away. No one can stand being around someone who only shares negativity. Furthermore, self-pity is the shortest path to a mediocre life and a low salary. It's a useless habit. How to escape this? Start by taking responsibility. Stop complaining and blaming the world. It's a challenge, yes, but it's the first essential step for those who seek success. Give up self-pity today. 2. The thief of opportunities. Procrastination. You know that important task that you always put off, that project that never gets off the ground? That's procrastination. Don't confuse it with laziness. Here you may even occupy yourself with other things, scrolling through your feed, watching another video, but you avoid what really matters. It's a terrible habit that prevents you from moving forward. Think about your biggest goal. Does it motivate you? Now imagine the frustration of not achieving it because you've put it off for too long. Those who procrastinate know the stress of racing against time, correcting last-minute mistakes, and worse, missing out on valuable opportunities for growth and financial gain. Your reputation is tarnished, and anxiety becomes your constant companion. 3. The trap of doing what you don't love. Oh, if I don't do it, who will? How many times have you used this excuse to continue in a job or situation that you hate? Psychologists warn people who are unhappy in their occupations are unconsciously programmed for scarcity. The reason is simple. The negative energy generated by doing something against your will blocks prosperity. Why do we insist on this? Fear of change, fear of failure, seeking security or status instead of happiness, forgetting about one's own dreams, lack of clarity about one's own passion. There are many reasons, but there is only one solution. Seek to do what fulfills you, what gives you genuine satisfaction, and not what pleases others or seems safer. Speaking of seeking what fulfills you, many people ask me about how to find ways to have more financial autonomy, perhaps even working online with more freedom. If you are curious about this, if you are looking for alternatives to build your independence using digital tools, I have prepared a special material. It is a starting point, a guide with practical ideas that may interest you. The link is here in the description. Check it out after we finish here. It could be the beginning of something new for you. Now, let's get back to the habits we need to eliminate. 4. The weight of toxic family relationships. It may seem disconnected, but unresolved family conflicts are a heavy burden that affects all areas of your life, including your finances. Hurts, resentments, lack of forgiveness. All of this creates a mental block, a discomfort that turns into bitterness. And believe me, bitterness attracts poverty and prevents any positive change. Cultivating peace and harmony in family relationships creates the ideal emotional state for a wealth mindset. Forgive. Release whatever holds you back from bitterness towards your family. By doing this, you free yourself from a huge burden and walk more lightly towards the success you deserve. 5. The panic of scarcity. Fear of running out of money. Does the mere thought of losing your job make your heart race? Does the idea of running out of money cause you to panic and despair? Be careful. This paralyzing fear is a classic symptom of the poverty mentality, programmed by scarcity. This panic often leads to stinginess, to the fear of spending any money. And what happens? You block the flow. You block the outflow, yes, but you also block the inflow. The fear of spending prevents you from investing, from taking advantage of opportunities, and ironically deprives you of receiving the good things that life and money can offer. 6. The paralysis of inaction. Dreaming without acting. Having goals is great. Talking about them, planning, all of this is important. But if you only stay in the realm of ideas, if you don't take the first step, your dreams will remain just dreams, gathering dust on the shelf of your imagination. Big goals are achieved with small, consistent actions. What do you really want to achieve? Now think. What is the first step, no matter how small, that you can take today? Write down the steps. Create an action plan. Start crossing items off your list. The feeling of progress is a powerful fuel to keep moving forward and finally achieve what you've always wanted. 7. The poison of envy. Constantly comparing yourself to others and feeling envious of other people's success is poison for your soul and your wallet. A certain degree of admiration can even be healthy, but uncontrolled envy keeps you in a permanent state of dissatisfaction, focused on other people's lives instead of your own. Those who feel envy waste time and energy that could be used to build their own path. Furthermore, this feeling generates conflicts and drives people away. Focus on you. Celebrate your own achievements no matter how small they may seem. Strive to be the best version of yourself, not a copy of someone else's life. Self-pity, procrastination, unhappiness at work, bad relationships, financial panic, inaction, and envy. These may seem like harmless habits in isolation, but together they form an almost insurmountable barrier to success. If you identify with any of these, understand, continuing like this is choosing to stay where you are. Wanting to be rich, wanting prosperity is a natural desire. And history shows us that progress comes from intelligent effort. You can have whatever you want, be whoever you want, achieve the wealth you desire if you are willing to make the conscious effort to do so. Make your plans, act intelligently, without harming anyone. Remember, if others have succeeded, so can you. The first step is to get rid of these sabotaging habits that we have detailed here. Start today. Now, use your imagination for a moment. Imagine waking up without an alarm clock forcing you to do it, choosing any dish on the menu without looking at the price, providing your family with the life they truly deserve. Does it seem like a distant dream? Maybe not. Many of these achievements become possible when you decide to take control of your financial life, when you decide to become an entrepreneur. Here on this channel, we believe in the power of entrepreneurship as a path to personal and professional fulfillment. That's why we always share opportunities. In fact, in the first pinned comment, we leave a very special free material. It teaches the first steps of a digital business model that has created many new entrepreneurs and generated incredible results in recent times. It's a golden opportunity for those who want to start on this path. Click there and guarantee your access. And of course, if this video helped you in any way, leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next content, and activate the bell. Your journey to prosperity can start now. We'll stop here. A big hug. God bless you. And until next time, bye